Hey guys, how you doing? Not this live, child. This live, ladies out. I sat there, put the countdown on before, pressing record, and the thing is not even starting. But anyway, we are here. We're here to talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta, episode 1, season 14. Okay, and I'm here with my lovely mutual and friend of mine, El Teddy, here to talk to us about season 14.
Hey, what is going on? What's up?
Child, I'm just over here I'm trying to get ready. I'm trying my best right now.
Mm,
I had a kind of a bittersweet type of day. You know, um I'm focusing on, trying to find a job and stuff like that and just working on that stuff. Bought some equipment for the show. Things is not working out with that. So I had to regroup. But how you doing?
I am fabulous. Like what was that show, was that High School Musical? Fabulous. Was that High School Musical
I don't know.
with Corbin Blue? I don't know. Wait,
I ain't never watched Disney. I
I
ain't
ain't
had.
never watched it either. But if you taught during that time,
Mhm.
it was a whole thing during that time.
Right.
Just a
I'm
mess.
looking at the comments now. Hey, Prince Derek Doll. Not this is the TDGS reviews. It's not the show. Look, I'm gonna call you when it's time for us to talk about the show. But this is TDGS reviews. Hello, someone knows you, well, Teddy.
Hey,
Hey, okay, all right. Not hey.
hey,
Okay.
name Marie.
Hey. Well, no,
Oh,
she
I
follows. She
see.
follows the channel too. Yeah. Hey, how you doing? So yeah, episode 1 of season 14. I want to get into it. Like, it's the edge of fashions. Okay, what was your first thoughts?
Mm,
Not
I mean, coming into this season, my biggest issue and feel like there's
mhm.
no one really likable
Right.
on this show at this
Really?
point. Like
Okay.
really, because I feel like I'm coming in. Sonya is the only one who I can stomach right now,
Sonia. Okay.
but I feel like at some point she's gonna get on my nerves. And
Mm.
my biggest fear is Marlo getting a peach. She was already unsufferable and incorrigible without a goddamn peach.
Uh
And
huh.
now y'all done gave this whore a peach. Oh dear God.
She was hamming it up. She was real, like when she had that dress on with all of her iconic moments or whatever. And I'm like, not you went to Staples, honey, to print out all them sheets to make it into a damn dress, girl. I mean? But she's happy. She's happy. She finally got her peach. It's been a good couple decades, right? I mean, so she's happy that she's finally a cast
I
member.
mean, she been on there since God was a child. And
I
now that everybody else is left, we defaulted to I guess we gotta give you one at this point. I mean, who the hell is left?
not who left. I felt like someone said Xavier Myers. I felt like it was a good introduction to the season.
Hey Xavier.
How you doing? I mean, I look. I
It
think
wasn't bad. It wasn't as
it
bad
wasn't
as
bad.
it could have been. It could
Yeah,
have been a lot worse.
like last season, because I really felt like they were trying too hard with last season. Like the entire time, like
Last season.
with the
Mm.
forced storylines and the forced arguments and interactions with each other. Like I feel like this was more natural. This is like the fun housewife, the fun shade. Like it's still shade, but it's not serious and it's not trying to be like it's not trying to do too much. And that's what I kind of liked about just the promo videos and watching the sneak previews and stuff like that. It doesn't have a central storyline, which is good.
See, I make it a point not to watch like the promos or the trailers or anything because I don't want to be swayed one way or another. Like I just literally want to watch it and have it be organic however I feel about these people.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so you didn't watch any of the promos? Okay.
Mm-mm.
You know,
I knew who was going to be on there. Like I knew who was cast on the season, but I purposely didn't watch any of the promo.
mhm. I don't know. Yeah, I need to know what I'm getting myself into. I'll just be wanting to know. It's been a long time since we got any information on the season. I thought they were going to wait it out until their usual time, which is in November, I believe. That's when they usually have Real Housewives of Atlanta. So I was like, I was really was like, I need to know what's going on this season. I seen the clips. I was like, I was impressed. I started liking Drew a little bit more, watching the clip, watching the little promos. I'm like, okay, I
And then
think
that all went away.
you said it all. Yeah, same old. But we'll get into it. Let's get into this timeline.
Like I came in at the beginning, I was like, okay,
Uh-huh.
I might be okay with her, and then
And then we
child,
see her first episode. I'm like, honey, nothing has changed. Nothing has. Ooh, buddy. Anyway, let's get into these timelines. Okay, so the show starts off with Kenya and this dancer that she's this dance partner that she's been working with the
who
dance.
I guess is busting her down, but I can't
Is he?
believe that because he don't look like he goes for what she got going on.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
I
like,
mean, she over there all enamored, trying to make it like they got something going on when the rest of us sighted people,
mm,
those of us sighted people who have the use and activities of ears and eyes, are
mm-hmm.
looking at her like, girl, you calling him cute and stuff and acting like he like you.
And then Babe
Girl,
at the end when he was leaving, like, bye, Babe.
I was like, you you do real child.
Kenya be knowing. I feel like Kenya just be she always be trolling with when it comes to her finding a new person. Like it's like, oh yeah, I'm with this one person. Like or this one time she posted this picture on Instagram, and it was like the little she had like a little feet picture, and it ended up being Brandon, like the other brand. I think her other gay
Here's
best
my
friend.
thing. He wasn't even that cute to me. Like, and people give passes to people that are light skinned. Like
Mm-hmm.
when you light skinned, they try to make them cuter than they are, and you really be like, but he wasn't even that cute. He was like in the face, he was real regular. Like, okay,
Yeah. Well, you know what they said? They said Kenya got a type, child. Kenya has a type. I
I
mean,
get it.
I don't know. As Xavier said, the man was more straight than Mark Daly. Oh, child. Not the Mark slander. Well, look, Mark deserves some slander after what he's doing and all that other stuff. So anyway, we get Candy shows up, Sheree shows up. Well, Sheree came last, but I think Candy and Marlo came in at the same time. So we got a little bit what's going on. This is where we get the moment with Marlo. She's here. She's finally, housewife. She says in the confessional, like, my name is Marlo Hampton. I'm from so and so and so and so. I'm like, girl, we know you. Um,
Right. Go-
I said she's just so happy to be here. Like she's just so happy to be here. She's like you could see it in the confessionals. You could see how she just came in with that little costume she had on. I don't know what she was trying to look like Kenya. I was just like, what?
I,
I'm
like,
just.
I want Marlo to stay. Like, I think she's just gonna be doing way too much this season,
Mm-hmm.
and I like you more as a villain and as a friend of the cat. That just, if you're just gonna be the villain and you're gonna be just this horrible person that's a friend of the show and that could just drag. But now she feels like she's the Don, the Da, and the Duh, and I'm like, girl, girl.
She thought she was gonna come in here and give Nene, and I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it because it needs to be said. Because we knew about that because I did the story on the whole promo shoot thing where they did the second photo shoot, but she wasn't there because she wanted to be like the black sheep of the group. Like she did it despite one of the other housewives. I'm like, honey, you're spiting yourself because you look crazy as hell as that little cutout that's right as you can see in the background. Marlo, I can't wait to see what she has to bring because she's gonna bring something. She's gonna bring it. She's gonna bring the drama. Okay,
Oh yeah.
so we're here for that, and we'll have more over to talk about Marlo because she has her own little scene. But Candy shows up, Sheree shows up. Sheree talks about Jail Bay getting out. Um, I thought he was going to be in there for a little bit longer. I didn't know he was going to get out that early.
I mean, at this point, for me, Sheree is riddled and mired in bad decisions. Like the entirety of her life is littered with bad decisions. as if bad decisions is confetti on New Year's Eve in Times Squares getting blown all over her life.
child.
Like there's nothing right about anything that she does.
Hmm.
Like I just don't even under. She too old. Like there are grandparents her age. Okay, people have grandparents her age. Let me say that again. People have grandparents, and in some cases, great grandparents her age.
Uh-huh.
She around here making just bad decisions. Like you too old to be having a prison baby.
Child, I
And
knew a
you
girl back in high
know,
school that had that child. She
and
had
you know, she gonna talk about because they
uh-huh.
were like, well, "Are y'all having sex?" And she was like, "No, we ain't had sex yet." And everybody turned to be like, "Girl, what?"
They
So wait
said
a minute.
they had sex one time, and then she said it was too fast. But then yeah, like they said they're gonna practice abstinence because what was her reason why she was doing that?
Bow, she got to make him want it or something, or I don't know. It was stupid. The
Yeah,
fact that you fell for somebody who was in prison anyway shows that you have lapses in judgments.
like how did you find them? They ain't on social media. I mean, he must have been because
Like
she wouldn't be stealing phones. They be
at the
forging stuff.
point where I am on television, because let's be clear,
Hmm.
Sheree goes back to what, season two? Was she on
Hmm.
season one?
She was on season one. Yes, she's an OG.
Okay. I
Hmm.
know she was on season two, but I'm trying. But remember, I feel like it was that dramatic shift in the ones on season one and then
Hmm.
the season two. But she was on season one. And so if you've been on television for a number of years, like her or not, she's been on television for a while.
Right, right.
Meaning people know you, they know your face, and they know your name. How the fuck are you getting mixed up with people in jail? Not that you was with somebody and they went to
Mhm.
jail, but we're talking about somebody who's like doing pen pal shit like we in fourth
Not pen,
grade.
not pen pal. I cannot. Well, I mean, look, love is love.
I feel like
Hmm.
um he conned her into this whole let's not have sex thing so he can go out and do whatever the hell he want to do. Because if she believes by any stretch of the imagination that he's abstaining from sex,
And he in
but
Philly.
like I said, she makes
And he in
horrible
Philly.
decisions.
Like, come on, let's be very clear. First of all, do we ever see what he looked like? I don't know what he looked like.
I think they showed a quick clip, pic of him. I think they did. If it's the one that I think I remember them
Yeah, he
showing
must
us,
be eye
he
candy
was
because
ugly. He
that's the
wasn't that
only.
cute.
He
If it's
wasn't
the
that cute.
picture that I remember them showing during the episode, he won't cute at all. He was not cute at all.
I mean, I hope so. Because what else is the what else? What else is it that
Girl,
we
he
get to
better have dick of death and cock of doom.
watch?
Do you hear me? Dick, and clearly the sex wasn't that good. Because I got a feeling if the sex was actually good, Mama would be on his maker stick in the immortal words of the people on Ruthless, um, all day and night. But because she admittedly so said that the sex wasn't all that because it went too fast, that's how you know this shit is just
I don't know.
I'm too old for this. Like you are someone's grandparent.
Hmm.
Don't she have a grandchild for real?
Oh, do she? No, I mean she
I
got two
thought that
kids.
oldest son. What about that oldest son?
Now that son. Ooh, let's get into that.
Don't he got a child?
Do we? I don't know.
I don't know, but she either way, she
Child.
got to be well
I
into
mean,
her
even
50s.
her daughter was like, I mean, do you think this is smart? Like, is this you dating like a person that's incarcerated? It makes no sense. It never did make sense. I mean, I just thought that he must be some eye candy, or he must have, like you said, the.
I mean, he ain't no Apollo.
Oh well, I mean, not a lot of people's Apollo. I mean,
Well,
that's
yeah, that's true. I mean, Apollo is.
Apollo is Apollo. I can't wait to see that conversation that she's gonna have later this season up with Apollo because I'm like, how did this happen? But well, we'll put a pin on that till we get there. Now,
Do you really believe they aren't having sex?
what
Because both,
Sheree,
because Kenya looked at her crazy, Marlo looked at her crazy, and Candy looked at
hands
her
off of
like,
Candy.
what the fuck?
Either they both agree that okay, we ain't gonna have sex, but we're gonna have our little side pieces or whatever, or girl. I don't know, child. I think she playing. Sheree is one to play for the cameras.
Well, she playing for something.
What about Marlo getting her edges? Like she was talking about that. She said she got her edges done or
Hair
whatever.
club for men to get them edges redone or whatever.
Uh huh.
I mean, so it looked like something about they was taking the follicles out of the back of her head and putting them
Hmm.
on her edges because I guess they feel like this hair is gonna cover up. Because if you remove those follicles, do they grow back?
I guess so. I mean, in the back, right? Yeah, they'll grow.
Like if you remove the whole follicle, you know, I'll let them have it. I don't know. I don't.
We'll
But
let the
what
whole.
I do know, she was down there with at the hair club for men, the same one that LeBron went to, because you notice LeBron's edges have magically started to come back. The
Mm-hmm.
same one that what's my guy
Tory Lanez.
no, Michael Scott from The Office, Steve Carell. Go
Mm-hmm.
back to the first two seasons of The Office, and that hairline was going away. And then you go to like season three, he had a full head. Look at LeBron James right now, and
Oh
remember
yeah,
LeBron James from about 5 or 6 years ago. I'm just saying.
like them things is back there, child. Look, I know, and hopefully not in about it because they be them
He
barber
went down to the
specialists.
hair club for men and got them hair. I thought they usually take it out your ass, like from your ass cheeks and shit.
Who said that?
They do. It's a thing. Like they don't take hair follicles from like your ass cheeks and shit
I
and
ain't.
put it like on your head.
Oh, I will hope not.
They do. I'm telling you, it's a whole thing.
They must do it in another country, but they ain't doing that with me.
Fine.
It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it.
I mean, how would you know where they came from? They put you to sleep and you wake up with hair. You don't know if it came from your ass crack, your nuts, your taint. It could come from anywhere.
Child.
They usually try to take it from places people aren't going to see. So places where people aren't going to see it is where.
Where the sun don't shine. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Hello
I'm
from
gonna leave
the
it at
other side.
that. Child. Anyway, so Kenya's still married. She talks about how, she's ready for the divorce. She signed it and he still hasn't.
Oh dear
I
God.
have is I don't know. And I don't want to I love Kenya, to a certain extent.
I
Um
like no parts of that whore.
I don't be believing her though. I really don't. Like,
She's a liar. She's a liar.
you mean to tell me he ain't signed that thing? You
Oh
signed it, he didn't want to?
God. The only thing I can say about Kenya, I would have to be like Aretha and say beautiful gowns, beautiful
Beautiful
gowns.
guys.
Like that's her only good redeeming quality is beautiful gowns. Like, okay, beautiful gowns. Okay. And we're gonna keep it the fuck moving.
Mm-hmm. And then like she was talking about like how, oh, I'm turning a new leaf and I'm trying to be all nice, but then you was shading everybody all day, like all episode, the whole time. I mean, hopefully, when is that going to kick in? When is the new self going to kick in? Because it seemed like we're just getting
She's a
mild
liar.
Kenya.
A liar. Maybe when the divorce kicks in, that's when she'll turn a new leaf.
Oh, not when the divorce kicks in. Hopefully, they'll make a divorce party. Oh, don't do it.
Child.
She tried to do with Phaedra. Anyway, that happened. So the scene ends. It really wasn't much. I mean, Candy was talking about how her and Todd don't be having sex like that. I'm like, okay, yeah, y'all are old married couple at this point. It's
I really don't care. I don't want to know nothing about Candy and Todd and what they got going on. Either one. Mm-mm. I'm not here for them. Mm-mm.
oh, not you
Nope.
not here for them? What?
I'm not here for them and imagining them having sex. Now, I don't have no problem with Candy. I don't have no problem with Candy and Todd. They can be together, but I don't want to have any conversation about them
Right.
fucking.
They said they be sleeping. I'm like, child, okay. Well,
Okay, great. Good.
moving,
Thank
moving.
you. Moving on.
So we
Moving
get we
on.
get we get a scene with Marlo. Well, no. We don't get a scene with Marlo. She invites them to this late archive event, and she talks about how this is where she goes into her working in the industry, working with people like Tammy Roman and different television shows. Then she talked about dating this billionaire back in when was it? When she dated that billionaire, it was
Like
not
1982, like was this
yeah.
billionaire JD Rockefeller or something?
Really?
Like
Oh, a Rockefeller?
I don't know. I'm just asking because it had to be that long ago. Was it J.P. Morgan Chase? Like, was that his name? Like, I'm trying to figure out because this was like back when God was a child that
Mm.
she was dating
Not
this
back
man,
when I was a
and magically she still has residuals from back then.
how,
Like,
did he give you $1 billion? Like, because that's the only
I'm trying
way.
to make it make sense. I fully expect at some point
Mhm.
for the girls down to the I, the R, and the S to someday finally, get her for all of this, because I feel like she has nefarious ways by which she gets the money that she has, and it's probably not legal.
Oh,
I'm just saying, because you cannot tell me that you're still living off residuals from some imaginary billionaire that you had from back
hmm.
when I was a child.
Well, I mean, she is the original scammer. She's the City Girls, like the original. Let me stop.
Right? She's a scammer. That whole be stunting. And so what I'm saying is I feel like there's some nefarious ways that she gets her money.
Because
Meaning,
I don't want to talk too early, but like when we seen that J Lo dress, I'm like, how the hell did you get J Lo's
and
dress?
and, and, and here's the thing. I think it might be a replica, but
Mm-hmm.
if you really want me to believe that that is the actual dress that was on J Lo's body, I thought it was in some museum or something somewhere, if I remember correctly.
That dress. I mean, she hasn't. That was too early to be putting it in some
Let
museum.
me let me hit the Googles.
The Google Schmoogler. Okay, let's see what that.
J Lo dress Grammys. There we go. See what the Googles say.
Mm.
Because I really don't feel like she would have access to that dress.
Child.
Anyway, but
You probably got it through some type of back channel. So yeah, she invited them to the late archive event, child, and that will pan out at the end of the show. But we then get a scene with Drew and Sonia. We seen Sonia for the first time. They were at the gym and they were doing some type of competition or whatever, some type of workout thing that they were doing. I didn't care about that much. I mean, that part I was like, okay, I was kind of in and out because I'm like, okay, so when the drama gonna start? So we get to they the wives and the husband separate
oh,
and
I do have an update. According to the Googles, the dress was worn by Carrie Colby on the runway during an episode of RuPaul's Drag Race,
mm,
season 14 in January 2022. That's the last thing I see on it. Anyway, continue on.
oh okay. Well, I mean, it was it's definitely was on the rack. Um, don't underestimate Miss Hampton. She's got in. Look, I mean, look. Anybody saying that she ain't got it, you
I'm
know?
not saying she ain't got no money, but for her, she's still acting like she's a billionaire with a B. And child, is she a millionaire with an M?
Anyway, like I said, we're here at Drew and Sonia. They went to the gym or whatever, and they get to talking about like, well, Drew gets to talking, and I'm just like, girl, things has not changed. So she tells us that basically one of Ralph's assistants, because he got a new assistant for writing this book about being a stepfather or something like that, had asked him or told him like, oh, offered like for him to like get massage to massage him or whatever the case is. So we got that, and it was like, how we went from you going to Tampa and not telling Drew to now your assistants is offering massages to you. Like,
Listen, as much as I want to feel bad for Drew,
mhm,
I can't feel bad for people who allow things to happen to them over and over and over again, and
mhm,
you just can't get a clue. Because from the antics of her husband last season, who, rendered himself to be one of the worst human beings walking the face of the planet, to his continued antics this year, just on season one, I mean, episode one, I should say. What are you doing? And everything about her being with him and even her actions this episode and all last season. She just wants so much to be validated and accepted and
Mhm.
liked by people and to feel a part and be along where she just allows herself to put up with all kinds of stuff. And I you kind of want to feel bad for her,
Yeah.
but then at the same time, it's like, girl, cause and to push on the other side, if I'm just meeting somebody, because I don't know that her and Sonya have a long lasting friendship at this point, right? I could
They
be wrong.
I think they just met. Like they met at some
So if I'm just meeting you, I'm
yeah.
not gonna unload the innermost details of my relationship with my husband
Mhm.
or anything. But that's the Capricorn in me. The Capricorn in me, I ain't giving you nothing up front.
Right. I don't know what Drew is, but she a little
She give up the goods too easy.
too
And side note,
Mhm.
every site that I've referenced says that Marlo is worth $600,000, which goes back to my point. She's not even a millionaire with an M, much less a billionaire with a B. And so clearly that billionaire ain't leave you with too much. Because if he's a billionaire with a B and all you got is $600,000 and not even in seven figures, you ain't even got two commas, much less three commas. Girl, sit down somewhere.
Now we
You
checked
got
networth.org, honey. Yeah,
I checked about five or six net worths sites, and all of them say the same thing.
not 600K. Child, you make about just as much as some of us. Ooh, let me stop. Anyway.
I found one site that said 2.5 million, but every other site had 600,000. And you know you always have that one site that kind of inflates
Mm-hmm. You
more
know,
than it should.
because you know they do be paying for the blogs on here. I ain't gonna lie, they do.
But I done seen about five or six.
Mm-mm-mm.
And all of them, all five of those six say she um is only worth 600,000. Just saying.
Ooh, child. Well, I'm gonna drink my water on that, child.
Mm,
Well, now we went back to Marlo. I mean, I feel like this was kind of Marlo's episode.
right, because you gotta kind of validate some of these people who suffer
Mhm.
from delusions of grandeur and think of themselves way more highly than they should.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know that's always been Marlo. But anyway, so we then get to we cut to a scene with the Rosses, and we get to know Sonia. I think their parents, her parents were there. Yeah, her parents, right?
I liked that scene with her
Yeah.
parents at the parents' house. Cause see, I'm from an area that probably has almost as many Jamaicans in it as Jamaica itself. Like outside of, there are three areas where you have a whole lot of Jamaicans. Jamaica proper, the actual country,
Mm-hmm.
New York, and Miami. It's just a lot of Jamaicans in those three areas. And so it just took me back home knowing a lot of Jamaicans. And to hear her parents, when she said she's a real and true Jamaican, when you heard her parents and
Uh-huh.
saw her parents, you was like, "Yep,
Yeah,
she's good about it.
they had to put the
She ain't
subtitles
faking
on.
the
And I was
phone."
like,
You know how some people try to fake it like this? Nah, she ain't faking
mm-hmm.
that one.
All right.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. But I did like that scene. I did like the
Mhm.
mom and the dad and everything. I don't now. I found that conversation interesting about the husband wanting a child and her like, listen, I'm not here for pushing out another child,
Mhm.
and you weren't here for the first one. And you
Nope.
know what ends up happening a lot of times with that? He wants a girl, want a girl, and then they go and get pregnant, and she got a boy,
Right.
and you don't went through all of you.
Don't jinx yourself, child. Okay.
I mean,
That's so
if it
weird.
happened,
It's
it
just weird
happened.
because usually fathers want boys. They don't want daughters. But yeah, this is different. I like them. I do like Sonya. I don't think she's gonna piss me off this season because usually every time there's a new person on there, they just do something I just don't like. Like I
I
think
like her for now,
Sonya
but I
seems
feel
real.
like I'm waiting because, like you say,
Yeah,
you always wait for them to do something that make you go, girl. If you don't sit your ass down,
show
you
ass.
know what I'm saying?
Now I'm not gonna lie. I like Latoya, even though Latoya wasn't a cast member. I did like her on the show, but other than that, I mean, I liked Eva too. but I don't know. I think Sonya is gonna be real. Like she's gonna give it to you real. Like it's giving. I think Monique. Do you watch Potomac?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, like I think she might give like Monique.
I
Like
can't stand Monique, so I hope she
oh,
doesn't give Monique.
you didn't like Monique?
But
What?
Potomac, who do I like on Potomac? I hate all of them, which is
Mm,
why I love Potomac because I love to hate them. And I
uh-huh.
love, I still wonder why Ashley, uh, Satana, as I like to call her, is
Well,
still even on this show when she was married to a sexual deviant who was assaulting people sexually all over the production team. But that's a whole nother story.
not sexual deviant, but anyway.
He's a racist sexual deviant.
Well, they separated, so she's
Mm,
definitely gonna get that check. Um,
mm.
we knew what the intentions were. But yeah, it was a cute little scene with the Rosses and
I did like that. Her
what's
husband
his
is cute,
name? What's the husband
but
name? Is it Lance or is it
Aaron.
Aaron? Oh, he looked good. He looked
But I remember him from his NFL days. He's gotten smaller since his NFL days. He wasn't fat, but he was a lot more muscular
a lot more
in
muscular.
his NFL days. He been
Oh, so they both athletes. Okay. See, I didn't know that. I didn't.
Yeah, he shit, who did he play for? Oh, it's gonna come to me. But I remember her husband in the NFL,
Mhm,
and he was ooh, he's gotten a lot more slim now than he was back then.
mhm.
But he was ooh, he always been a good piece of dark chocolate. I'm just saying. Huh. Well, because I remember he played defense. I think he played safety or corner. I think it was a safety or corner.
Mm,
I want to say he was. Um, but I think if I'm not mistaken, he was on. Yeah, he was on the Giants. He was on the because I vividly remember him being on their blue uniform, and I remember. I think he played either with Antrell Roll
mhm.
or right, but I know Antrell Roll from Miami and stuff
Okay.
like that. Anyway, I'm going. I don't got
And
way
she's also
sidetracked.
a four-time Olympic gold medalist or three-time
Now
with
I know her
three-time
vividly from the
bronze.
Olympics because I follow track and field, so I know her vividly
Oh, okay,
from there.
okay.
She ain't lying. She was
They
that chick. She was
they
in the
got they got
400.
money. They got money, okay. I love it. I love it. I love this. Like I don't know. I want to look. I'm being open minded. I'm being open to the new girls. Sonia is definitely interesting. Now it cuts back to Kenya, and we got Brandon up in the house. What was now? See, here's the thing. When it comes to Kenya and these men, I don't want this to be like another Walter situation.
Why is he in your house?
That's what I'm saying. And then didn't you say like, oh yeah, no one could hold my daughter, and no one could like, no man can. I'm just like,
He's a liar. Like we have surmised over the course of all of these seasons she's been on. She's a liar.
if it really comes out that he's like one of the girls,
He is.
it's gonna be. I'm like, Kenya, are you not embarrassing? It is very embarrassing, like for real. You got him answering doors and stuff like that. Like, what is this? And if this is like a little situationship, I'm like, okay, Cougar, look, we look, okay, look. Let me tell you
I
something.
feel like he could
Can you
what he
got
could be doing. He could be trying to double dip. Listen, I'm gonna get this dance for the
it?
stars money, and I'm gonna get this Bravo money. I'm gonna see if either one of these things parlays me into whatever deal I got to do. If I got to dip my spoon in her sugar bowl a couple times, I'll do that and immediately leave her house and have my dude dip his spoon in my sugar bowl, and then we'll be fine. Because that's how the girls do it. They'll go take some Viagra or go to the corner gas station and buy them the little shots. What you call it? The little, I think it's called
Hmm.
hard steel. I know I because I be looking at it. They like a little shot. You don't drink that up, like a little shot of 5 hour energy, and it keep you going all night. And even if you ain't into it, you could get to go the wind blow, and there you go. You go knock her down, and then you immediately leave there and go to.
Get knocked
This
down.
is Atlanta. He could immediately leave there and go have a whole bus down and
Mm.
get his back blown out and be none the wiser and secure the bag. Because I believe that's all it's about at this point for him. Secure the bag.
Okay, and on that note, I mean,
Can we
look, get
talk
that
about
bread, get that head, and leave.
can we talk about this raggedy ass, tired ass invite that Marlo sent out? That shit was so tacky to me.
Like, hey
That
guys, so I'm
shit
doing
was,
the live archive.
but
Honey,
the fact that you had somebody come and open a laptop or what the fuck? Like what? And then it had, if you looked at it, it had some little piece of paper or post-it note taped to the top or something. The shit was raggedy as fuck. And I looked at it like,
you could have
what
got some invitations at Hallmark at the end of the
you
day.
could if it was gonna be a video, you could have sent that video out to them via a text message or something. It would have had the same,
Mm-hmm.
but you paid some girl to come up there and open a laptop and press start. Like,
Like, what was that?
what the hell?
I guess she wanted like some kind of Bougetto type thing. Like,
It
it's like,
was it was tacky. It was tacky as hell.
mm-hmm,
Which goes to what I'm saying. Motherfuckers who really don't got that kind of money but try to act like they do, and they do tacky ass shit like that. Like that
mm-hmm.
shit was raggedy as hell.
It does look like she ain't never had no money. And now she out here. You know, I'm gonna just do all out because, or I'm gonna think I'm gonna do all out, but really be doing the
Right.
minimum.
You think you doing all that and you ain't doing shit.
We love Marlo though. Marlo funny.
No,
Like
we don't.
she funny. Look, I look. She is
Lord.
definitely a key. But anyway, so that happened. Kenya, you know, she shaded the hell out of that. So she was like, "Girl, I mean, you cute." She was like, "Girl, you cute, but this whole thing is tacky."
It was. It really was.
And was she wearing a tutu? I was like, what are we wearing?
What did she have on?
It was some kind of pink outfit. I thought she was like a new cast member at one point. I'm like, who this girl?
And
And then
when she came to the door, I thought she was gonna have like a whole routine or something to present, like this big extravagant,
mm-hmm.
invitation. So I was gonna be like, I was here
Like,
for it.
okay, all right.
But then when this whore opened up a laptop, like, girl,
This
take
must
your
have been
gateway computer. Please take your gateway computer and go back wherever you came
not gateway computer. That shit was a living though.
from, girl. With Windows Millennium on there. Girl, you go
That was them school laptops. Now you a teacher, you know, you know what they
oh,
not the school laptop, child.
girl, if you don't go sit down, like you couldn't have it on a tablet or something.
That shit did look like an old ass Dell computer. You know them old Dell computers that clip, they click in. You got
You couldn't even get a tablet or something. Girl, get your life. You couldn't get a Surface Pro or something
not a
that you could detach the keyboard or something. Girl, get your life.
honey was playing on Windows too. Anyway,
Girl, Windows 98 and shit. You gotta wait for it to load and shit.
I was
Wait
just
5 minutes for
but
it.
see,
All
but
right.
see, the thing about it is though, this is why Marlo's good for the show. She's gonna make you. She gonna get you together. She gonna gather you. She gonna make you laugh. Like whether she is making jokes or she the butt of the joke, she gonna
A
entertain.
mess. Just a
Right.
mess.
Mm-hmm. But moreover on that, we get to the scene with I think Drew was having this little well, she's been doing like meal prep things and she has like a thing that she's trying to get off the ground. So she invited Candy because she has a restaurant and also Sonia because she's like an athletic person that's healthy or whatever. Yeah. Um so yeah, they were doing that and they have like three different assistants. I mean, I think everything with Drew is like a performance. Like it seems like you remember when the guy came in? Well, no, when Candy came in and the guy was like, "Oh my god, this is Candy, so and so," and da 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 da. I'm like, now we giving people intros and they walk in the door. Like this is so theatrical. We know Drew is an actor.
Girl, Drew, child,
Like it just, honey.
girl, girl, girl. It was just a lot. It was a lot of nothing.
Uh huh.
It was a whole lot of nothing, which goes back to Marlo. Just saying. It's Marlo we're talking about here.
Not Marlo. It's
I mean, the whole invitation. Now, Where we at now? We at the thing yet?
No, we're not at the thing yet. We're at Drew's house. That's when she invited Candy and
Mm.
Sonya, and she had that meal prep thing, right? And she had all them
And
assistants.
she had the oh, I'm glad you brought that up.
Mm-hmm.
From the door, both of the assistants gave me pause. It was first the female assistant for Drew, who looked straight out of East Point, Riverdale, somewhere down in the South Part,
Mm.
Jonesboro, one of them ghetto ass alley areas in
Sure.
Atlanta. Like she just really didn't want to be there. Mom was like, "Girl, why am I here? Girl, what is this?" And then when your sis came up there,
Oh,
knew he was stunts and shows, your sis, because he was trying to have a moment. Like,
yeah.
remember when he answered the door? Girl, you are background stage props. We're not
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be seen and I heard. Mama, and he was trying, I felt like he was trying to have a moment. I felt like they probably edited some shit out that he
Mm.
probably said. Because
He
Mama
probably said
looked like
more.
she was really trying to have her a moment and get her some camera time. And I was like, girl, we're not here for you. You ain't even cute like that for us to even be here for you.
I
Girl,
was like,
please sit down and know your place.
but see, no, I think this is all Drew. Like Drew is very theatrical. Like he was mic'd. Like, why are you mic'd? We don't know you.
Mama wanted a moment because
Mm-hmm.
the other girl from down south was like, "Girl, I'm not here for this shit. Girl, what am I doing?
I'm here to do this little meal prep thing, and I'm going home.
Yeah, I'm going." I'm like, "Hey,
I'm
so
out of your shenanigans.
he got catching this martyr piece back down to East Point, College Park, Riverdale, or
Mm-hmm.
Jonesboro, or wherever the hell down there. Him, he wanted a moment. Girl, we weren't looking for you in your moment. We were not checking for you.
And she spoke a little bit more about like how she was dealing with weight issues. You know, it had something to do with her having to get a hysterectomy because she had some type of condition where a lot of the stuff was getting to her stomach. She also got some work done while she was doing the hysterectomy,
Hmm.
and which was very interesting. She showed like a before and after of her losing like 20
And
pounds.
there was nothing I didn't see no difference.
And I really be saying, yo, Bravo production, they be really checking them on there. They be like, honey, what's the difference?
Because I was like,
Honey, you got that.
oh, if it were me, Bravo would have never had those pictures to show of me on national television. I'm just saying.
Like 20 pounds in 2 weeks.
And that didn't look like even 2 pounds
Oh,
that she was lost, that
I
she
mean, she
purported to
lost
be
some.
lost.
She lost something, maybe like 2 or 3. You know what I'm saying? But 20, you should be skinny. You should be just like Sonya, just shaped just like her. Cause see, Drew wasn't that big. Drew not that big. She's just a little.
Exactly. So for her to lose 20 pounds,
That's a
you
lot.
should see, a difference, girl.
Mm-hmm. It was given very much 365 days in a year, 265 days in a year. Child, 265 days. Where is bitch live at? Like, I don't
She live
know.
on Mercury. We only got 265 days in a year. Yay, Mercury. Girl.
Child, I can't. So they got to talking about Ralph, and Ralph was eavesdropping. Child, you know Ralph. He liked the eavesdrop because the way he came up in there when they was really about to get
He
into it,
did roll up in there like, y'all talking about me?
he was like, "What's up?"
But at the end of the day, Drew, why are you inviting these people into the innermost details of your relationship? And
Mm-hmm.
now, and these hoes are messy as hell. Well, they're gonna start giving all kinds of commentary because, be clear, Drew did not bring it up this time.
Uh-huh.
It was Sonya and Candy that started talking about it,
Oh,
which goes back to, had you not given them this information, they wouldn't have this information to bring up and start talking about. Because them hoes was like, well, girl, the meal prep was good, the meals was good, but let's get back down to the nitty gritty.
okay.
Uh-uh.
Right,
And so
because
that's why her husband came in there like,
Sonya
bitch, y'all talking about me?
Sonya might be the new bone collector, but we gonna put a pin on that. We gonna
Mhm.
bring that up. But like, yeah, she did bring that up. She did bring that up. She initiated that conversation. So yeah, they got to
Xavier,
talking.
you're not wrong.
Hmm.
Ralph is a psychopath. He is. He is a psychopath. He
Because
is absolutely,
but you know, he also
absolutely.
said he got like they got cameras in the house or whatever. Like he's a little weirdo. Like he's definitely a
He's
weirdo. And
a psychopath.
the
Hmm.
way the way he kind of came up in there and was like, "Oh, what y'all saying? What
That
y'all
was
talking about me for?"
very
Like,
calculated. He was very intentional, deliberate, and
mhm,
calculated.
yeah.
He's a psychopath. That's the motives of a psychopath. Hmm.
But see, he can't take it. He can dish it out, but can't take it.
A mess.
Cause let some man talk about some. Oh yeah, I want to give you a massage to Drew or whatever. He gonna be ready, probably ready to fight him because he looked like a
But the
musclehead.
thing about it is, I would venture to tell you the shit
Hmm.
that we see on camera is a 2 out of 10 compared to the shit that we don't see on camera
Hmm.
from him. And I feel like she goes for it and allows it and puts up with the shit and is still in there just to keep up appearances. Girl, it's not that serious.
Well, his response when they were questioning him was like, "Oh, well, no, she offered like an appointment with a masseuse." I'm like, "No, that's not what you said. That's not what was said earlier."
At all. He's
Like he
lying.
he can't even keep up with the lie. Like, and then like Drew just be sitting there looking dumb.
She just be
I just
sitting
be
there like, okay. But my thing about it is it's almost like she's telling other people so they can help her fight her battles.
mm,
You see what I'm saying? Like she's looking and screaming for help with what she has going on
yeah, but this
because
your
she doesn't
marriage.
she doesn't feel like she can do it on her own. So if other people get involved and start to say, "Hey,
Hmm.
you know you're wrong. Hey, you know this is not good." But I don't think he's gonna listen to the women. I think it's not going. None of it's gonna penetrate his cranium unless it's somebody with twigs and bear with a twig and
Or
berries.
unless she threatens a separation, divorce. I mean, at
I
this
don't even
point,
think he cares about that at this point.
yeah,
I
because
really don't.
then it was something that he was saying. Oh well, if you're gonna make me choose between my career and you, I'm gonna choose my
Right.
career. And I'm just like, oh,
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he's afraid of getting divorced
see,
at all.
we would have got separated the day that would have been my storyline.
But he doesn't believe she has the the wherewithal and fortitude to do it, and
Hmm.
she's proven that over and over and over. Why should he feel like she's really gonna leave?
Child, it's gonna take. I think it's gonna take us seeing a physical video of him cheating. It's like they got like that time they got Peter with that girl in the background that he had sitting on his lap or
I don't
whatever.
even think then.
A child, it just better. It just had better. Hell,
Yeah.
Drew. I was hoping she was gonna get some character development. I
Mm.
mean, they did say she was gonna be like a mean girl this season, so I'm kind of excited to see that. But you still sprung over that man child, and he over here running you over, honey. And then, and, and, and then it was something in the confessional where she was asking like about him going to college or whatever, and like what did he play? He played Division 1 or something like that. And then like he lied on camera. So he said, "Well, you're on camera. Never mind." I'm like, child, not you catch it, child. Ooh,
A mess.
a mess, a whole
I mean,
mess.
I don't feel bad for
You don't? I mean, I kind of do a
her.
little bit.
I wanted to in the beginning, but
Uh huh.
once I started to see that she's just putting up with shit
Mm-hmm.
over and over, I was just like, girl, you like it, and if you like it, I love it. If it's good for you, it's great for me.
Honey, mm-mm. Mm-mm,
It
mm-mm.
ain't my problem.
You better talk to her if I do, because I'm gonna hurt her feelings.
Right?
Somebody got to. They might need a Yonda at this point. No, they don't need it. They don't need her.
Not y'all at her level, Brandon fuckery that she be having on that goddamn show.
That's a whole nother can of worms. Okay.
Hmm.
So we're at the event. We're at the lay. What is this thing? Late archive child. Not not
The fact
not
that they
exhibition.
read her down about, hey boo, there shouldn't be an E on there. That's how you know that bitch ain't got no money. Cause they call her right on that, like boo, it shouldn't be an E on there. It's supposed to be L apostrophe.
They
It's
like, look, I'm getting paid at the
whole
end of the day. She like it, I love it. Like you
it's
said.
the whole putting on like you really know, like you're just so much above
Mhm.
everybody else. And we looking at this shit like, cause the first thing I noticed was these bare ass walls, and you try to make it like this is an extravagant event. The decor in that thing was like,
It was
girl, I went to this mom and pop banquet hall and decided that I was going to try and put some mannequins that I
it was
stole from
giving
the back
flea
of the
market.
department store.
Like
Like
it was giving flea market. Like you know
it
how
was,
flea markets is just a whole bunch of stuff
and you
together.
know, with these shows, they go
Hmm.
out of their way at events like this to try to edit it and have the right angles to make it look more extravagant than it was. But
Hmm.
even with all of that, um, it's like you look, and I was like, girl, where are we? Like, what is, like, you could tell it was a venue that is a nice venue, but you're supposed to go in there and put all of your, aesthetics and decor and whatever it else that you. She didn't have any of that. Now I think Mama ran out of money. She
Well,
said she spent
could have
forty
been
thousand dollars. She said,
$40,000.
but that 40 plus thousand dollars did not, it was not just for the food and for the open bar. Now I haven't done a lot of events. I know you can ring up um tens of thousands of dollars real quick.
Hmm.
You tell me that all of that money was, because $40,000 is not enough money, because she rang out, I spent $40,000 on this event, as if she was saying, as if that was a big amount. I am someone who has put on large scale events all the time.
Hmm.
$40,000 is nothing. Like if you got a well to do spot, you could spend 40. Like I'll give you a perfect example for a wedding reception.
Yeah, that's about that price.
You can spend 40 to 50 thousand dollars on just food and beverages. We ain't
Hmm.
talking about no decor or anything. And you're talking about having what you think should be an upscale event where you would think on the outside there would be a red carpet, there would be a photo backdrop for you to take pictures on the red carpet, or you would have press
Yeah, or at
staging
least have
areas and
some type
all
of
of this.
models walking with your clothes.
Exactly.
Like,
And for somebody who tries to come off like you are, like you did, you don't come out and nilly willy put out the price tag. Oh, I
mhm.
spent $40,000 on it. Girl, that's not a lot of money.
Now, if you would have been like 100K, okay, like something like this. This is like you said, it's like a wedding, like literally. Um, the mannequins threw me off. It wasn't properly decorated. Like in Kenya, I like her hater. She made that she's like, how you rent out a ballroom with no ball or something like something. She said something. What she say? Hold on.
Right, because she was pointing out the fact that, and where's the decor? Where's the decorations? Where's the ambiance?
Yeah,
Girl,
this
that shit
felt
was a
like it.
fucking mess.
And you said you wanted Met Gala. That's not Met Gala.
Right. Girl, what?
Like
It was like,
what?
what am I walking into?
And then some of the stuff on there, I'm sorry, it was given very much rainbow. I'm sorry with the mannequins too. It was given very much rainbow, like very much. What's the other stuff? Former
Listen,
males. You know,
and the whole concept just was stupid as hell,
yeah,
because
like
A-listers, what they will rent is jewelry.
yeah,
They'll rent jewelry to wear, but what they're not going to rent
it's
is
clothes.
clothing that's been on someone else's body. If you talk about real A-listers or people who know
Hmm.
anything about, who are of money and know about doing things, they are not going to wear some shit that somebody else wore. What they would do is that same amount of money you want them to pay, they're going to pay somebody else to make an outfit that they can wear for the first time, and then after they wear it and make it worth more,
Hmm.
because it's a tandem.
Yeah.
The designer gets notoriety because that person is wearing that outfit, and that person gets, because they have on a good outfit. That's how that works. But I don't know too many A-listers or well-to-do people that
Mhm.
wants to rent some shit, Marlo, that you have publicly said that you had on your dirty ass body. No,
not no
ma'am.
A-listers. I mean, if anything, I think B or C listers. You know what I'm saying? Like people that are like influencers or something like that. Like your market should be
Girl,
them.
this woman had the kimono that they wore in Japan that she was dragging all up and down on the ground at in the red light district. And you want me to put that shit on my body? No, ma'am.
Not
No,
a kimono.
God.
Like what was this?
What is happening?
This there was no thought. Clearly there was no thought to this. And then even the piece that she wore, like that little rose thing, and Sheree was like, it looked like that damn candy that my
It
mother was
did.
trying to.
It was ugly. That shit was ugly.
It was like, what is it?
That
She
shit
said,
was
that dress shouldn't be
ugly.
wearing you.
She could try to read she tried to read Drew for her hairdo, but I
Mhm.
thought Drew's hairdo was appropriate.
No, I'm
If
sorry.
you're
That thing looked like a croissant. It did. When she said,
it
I'm like,
did. No, it did. But if you're telling somebody come dress black tie event, you know what I'm saying? Black tie event is different from you saying Met Gala.
mhm,
Black tie event means that we're wearing tuxedos. Ladies are wearing not, I'll say a black tie event is Oscars. What she had going on was something that may be more so Grammys
mhm,
as opposed to because Oscars is upscale black tie. I'm well put together. You
mhm,
know what I'm saying? This is a
mhm.
formal event. And for a formal event, you do have the more reserved hairdos, like what Drew had. You could say it was what, but it was appropriate for what the invitation said. High class black tie event
Right.
where you
It
might
just
have a bun, you might have, maybe a cute ponytail or something like that. She tried to make it like Drew just was way. I'm not gonna put the. I ain't saying Drew was the best, but I'm not gonna try and read her for it because she had the little French roll or whatever. But girl,
they
because
really
that's
said she
because
got
if
a
I
French
was
roll
you,
on.
I
And then,
would have
and I'm
read
telling you, this production,
her
they really
into
put like an
oblivion.
extra croissant when they put that damn croissant on that
They
television.
did put the croissant there. They ain't do Drew no favor. They ain't do her no favor.
I'm sorry. It also another thing too. When Kenya came in, because they had talked about how Kenya got eliminated off of Dancing with the Stars. When they showed that damn clip of her crying, I'm
When I tell you I was crying laughing, I was crying but laughing at her because Mama was so upset. Baby, you're not a dancer, baby. Why are you crying? Why are you crying?
I
Did
think
you think
it's
you
not
had an
the
ice
fact that
cream
I'm
stand?
laughing because it's Kenya. I think I'm laughing because like you had to work yourself like people that cry on camera. And child, let me knock on wood, y'all, because I don't know, I make a milestone in my YouTube career. I might start crying on live too. But
I'm going to say that I have, but you couldn't see it 'cause anytime I've cried, I've always had on my shades because
uh,
I knew it was something that was coming. And so I always have, if you see me wear shades, that
mhm,
means that I already know I'm already in some kind of place. Like when I did my review for Pose, the episode where they had Candy funeral after she
mhm.
died,
Oh,
I
Candy.
already knew. I already knew where I was. I already knew they took me out, so I said, if I got to do this review, and I probably should have waited and did the review the day afterwards, but I did the review like right after I watched the episode. Girl, I was already in snot bubbles at the time when I was doing the review, so I had my shades on because I already knew, yeah, this is
Mhm,
going to go south and left. That's like the only time I cried on camera.
mm. Yeah, I don't think I got there yet. I
Even
haven't got
crying,
there
you
yet.
couldn't even see me crying.
I don't know. I think if I probably interviewed Nicki Minaj, I'd probably cry. I would definitely.
I guess.
Not, I guess. But no, yeah, it's just she came in, she looked good. Like I had everybody on there. Now Kenya, the body was definitely snatched. It was,
It did look good. She was sniped now.
AK. It was.
Beautiful
I was like,
gowns, beautiful
now this is
gowns,
working. Beautiful gowns.
beautiful gowns. I
Yeah,
didn't like that outfit Sonya had on. I did not like that.
I don't
I,
remember it.
I liked Drew's dress. I liked it on her. Like Drew, I liked her dress on her.
Hmm.
I didn't really care for Sonya's dress. Candy never gets it right with, or I
Yeah, I
shouldn't say
was like,
never, but she rarely gets it right with her fashions for
yeah.
me.
It's I don't
Um,
know. She can
Sheree, I didn't know what that was. Like, was that croaker sack or something? Like, I thought it was like a croaker sack or potato sack or whatever. I
not a
didn't
potato
know what this
sack.
was. Like I know it was black and white,
her
but
confessionals was throwing me off too. I was like, ooh, she
Sheree, I was like, girl, like Sheree was. If you're going to a high fashion event,
mm-hmm.
I looked at Sheree like, girl, what do you have on? Go get your life. But she's a mess. I told y'all she's littered
Uh-huh.
and mired in bad decisions. So this was just, par for
So,
the course.
so speaking of Sheree and Sonya went off and was the bone collector and was telling Marlo all the stuff that Kenya. They literally threw Kenya under the bus, like for real, saying that Kenya said all this, which riled up Marlo, and she came back over. Was y'all fake as hell. Y'all can't even do this, that, and the third. Coming after Kenya, and Kenya saying I wasn't the only one. Everybody was saying stuff. And that's the thing. That's what I don't like when it comes to like with the dynamics with like people saying shade and running back. Like it seemed like everybody always want to single out Kenya, like Kenya was the only one to be saying it.
Now,
And
in
Kenya just was
Kenya's
the loudest
defense, she was
voice.
not the only one. All them hoes had some shit to say about her
Mm-hmm.
raggedy ass late. Because remember, it was Sonya who was like, "Yeah, I did take French classes, and I know, um, it's supposed to not have the ear." I was like, oh,
I was like, not you bone collecting. I'm like, okay, yeah, because Sheree
that's
don't be
why
doing it
I
all the
say I
time.
know Sonya is gonna piss me off because I'm not a fan of the bone collectors. I'm not.
You not?
I'm not
But
a
you
fan
don't
of
need
bone
them on
collectors.
the show because they gotta tell the truth.
I understand all of that, but
Mm-hmm.
sometimes when they're telling the truth, they leave out parts of the truth as
They leave
well.
the part where they
Like
say.
you left out their part.
Mm-hmm.
A mess.
Well, we gonna see, child. We gonna see. I mean, I
Can
don't
we
know how
get more
this.
demands?
Yeah, I think that was pretty much it with the show. But
I
the
want
show
more
ain't gonna
demands. I
impede.
just want to see more of
Yeah,
sorry, Richard's husband, Aaron.
yeah. I think this left us pretty much open ended. I didn't get to see the sneak preview. I didn't see too much of it because when I recorded it, it didn't record
I
everything.
don't
So
yeah, my thing cut off right at the end of the
yeah.
like so I might need to go and watch the trailer, but
Mm-hmm. But it left, like I said, the first episode left like open. You don't know who's gonna be who's gonna be cahooting with who, or what's gonna
I can
happen.
already see there's gonna be an ongoing storyline with
Mhm.
Drew and Ralph.
Oh yeah, hmm it
That
might
that's
even
gonna
be
be
worse than last season.
ongoing. All and Sonya has already cemented herself as the bone carrier. So we know we know that's gonna be what it is. Sonya's gonna be the bone carrier.
She's gonna
That's
be the
her
bone
role.
carrier. And Kenya, I don't even know.
Candy Candy is gonna be boring as ever, like
I
always.
don't know. I think they might get some marriage woes, like some, because Todd there was something going on with them.
You
I don't
think her
know.
and Todd gonna be going through? Todd ain't going nowhere. Not
Oh
if
yeah, no,
anything,
he messing up that seat, that ticket.
Candy will have to break it off. Todd ain't gonna
Yeah,
go nowhere. Let's be clear. So, and I don't see Candy breaking it off.
I don't either. We're gonna see what happens with Kenya and that boy. If I see Brandon one more time on this show, I'm gonna be like, Kenya, Kenya.
Baby, he might be. I told you what the whole thing. He might be going, taking one of the
Hmm.
little pills or one of the little shots, getting his peen hard, plunging her wound and immediately leaving and going to get his wound plunged so he can get satisfied and get off. I'm just telling you what I know.
Child, well, it's over there in Hotland, and anything is possible, child. I mean, I did thought he was a little, you know what I'm saying? When I first seen him, I was like, okay, but then you was calling him babe. I'm like, Kenya, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. We not doing this again. We not doing this again. I just feel like Kenya just don't know how to. She don't know how to pick them. Like she
Bless her heart.
she don't. And she's a
Bless
cute
her heart.
girl. It's not like she's like not like, you know what I'm saying?
First of all, she's been in the what is it, pageant world and all kinds of shit
Mhm.
where you've been around the girls for a long time. Like
Mhm.
your gaydar should be impeccable at this point.
Let's be clear.
And girl, you around here falling for this queen like that? Cause she a little hot yellow.
My thing is, she famous. She can get, that them little dating apps that's for famous people that we don't know about. Like, because they always talk about it. celebrity matchmakers, or not celebrity, but like rich people. Man, I don't know. She better do something, child. I want to see her happy, and I think she is. She's got a child. You know, things is she's trying to be on this new type time where she's like not as
Baby,
crazy.
she want the brakes beat off her, okay?
Not the
She want the brakes
you don't think
beat
that's
off
not
her.
happening though? You don't think that's already happening? Like that's definitely happening.
I'm sure. Not by Brandon.
Okay,
Yeah.
child. Well, we will see what happens in the course
We
of.
sure will, but I think we're gonna be bombarded with the Drew and Ralph story. That's gonna be one of the main storylines. I can see the whole season. I can see the
Mhm.
whole season. That being a big storyline.
Right.
I think they're gonna try to make that whole Sonya and Aaron with the whole want to have a baby situation a storyline too.
Yeah, it's gonna be a story. I'm not gonna really care about that, but I'm gonna care how she, is with the
I'm just only gonna care about seeing him because he's so cute.
oh my goodness. Anyway,
It's a nice piece of dark chocolate. I
on
even like
that
him with the
note,
gray. I even like him with the gray though. He's so cute.
oh Lord. On that note, we will definitely get back with you on the next episode. Okay. So we're gonna be alternating channels. So next week we're gonna be on El Teddy's.
Are we? Okay.
We are. I mean, if you don't want to.
Oh, we can. It doesn't matter. We'll be over there. Let's do this. Let's do this. We'll be over on my channel next time.
Her. Okay. Now, hope you've enjoyed the episode. And please be sure if you did like this video, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment. Also, for our people that watch the replay, y'all should have been on live, but whatever. Hit that subscribe button. We're almost at 1,000. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. We need to get up there. We got to get that watch time hours up there. We got to get this together so I can leave TikTok. Because, honey, once I join the YouTube partner thing, honey, it's because we'll talk after the show. But see y'all
Okay.
later, guys.